shopping for a laptop can be a daunting task since there are tons of options to choose from. Also, most laptops are available with various display, CPU, GPU, and memory configurations, making the choice even harder. To help you narrow down your options, we've put together a list of our top picks for different uses, and hopefully, you can find something that interests you. There are many products available to choose best 5 laptops, each with different characteristics, benefits, and prices. To help you make an informed decision, I did extensive research, read tons of reviews, and compiled a list of the best 5 laptops in 2022 from reputable brands. After much research, I found these products much helpful for people like you. If you want to know about the price and other information, be sure to check my description. So without any further delay, let's watch the full video. Number 1. Apple MacBook Pro 14. The best laptop we've tested is the Apple MacBook Pro 14. It's a premium laptop with exceptional build quality and enough processing power to handle any workload, even demanding tasks like video editing and 3D animation. It's a portable device that fits easily into most bags, with a battery that lasts through a typical 8-hour day of light productivity. Its outstanding port selection includes 3 USB-C, Thunderbolt 4 ports, an HDMI, a full-size SD card reader, and a high-output headphone jack for difficult-to-drive cams. One of its best features is its mini LED display. It covers the entire DCI-P3 color space and gets incredibly bright, making it suitable for viewing and producing HDR content. Plus, you won't have to worry about calibrating it as color accuracy is superb out of the box. It has ProMotion, meaning it can dynamically adjust the refresh rate up to 120 Hz to make motion smoother or lower it to extend battery life. You get a keyboard that feels great to type on and a large and responsive touchpad, arguably one of the best on the market. There's a 16 inches model if you want a larger screen for multitasking, though it's more expensive. Number 2. Acer Swift 3. We chose the Acer Swift 314 for a more modest mid-range option. This model is easy to carry around, feels well built, and has a battery that lasts nearly 14 hours of light use. Its 14 inches display produces sharp images and text and gives you just enough room for some light multitasking. The keyboard feels a little cramped but decent to type on, and the touchpad is small but reasonably responsive. It has a great port selection, including 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C, Thunderbolt 4, a full-size HDMI, and a headphone jack. Configuration-wise, you can get it with an Intel 11th Gen Core i5 or i7 and up to 16 GB of memory and 512 GB of storage. 2 things to keep in mind. The first is that the display doesn't get very bright, meaning you may have some trouble with glare in well-lit rooms. And second, the webcam is bad as the captured image looks soft and underexposed, and the microphone sounds staticky. Number 3. Apple MacBook Air. If you only perform light productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, and video playback, an ultra-portable laptop is a better choice. We recommend the Apple MacBook Air 13, Apple's entry-level MacBook. It's the successor of the well-received M1 MacBook Air from 2020, but with a fresh new design, a better 1080p webcam, and a more powerful M2 SoC. The display looks sharp and gets bright enough for use outdoors. The keyboard is spacious and tactile, and the touchpad is just as responsive and even larger than its predecessors. It still has 2 USB-C ports, but there's now a MagSafe charging port, which frees up the USB-C port you would otherwise use for charging. A cheaper alternative would be the Apple MacBook Air 13. The trade-off is that you get an older design with thicker bezels around the display, but it's still a sleek-looking laptop and among the best premium ultra-portables on the market. It provides a premium user experience with a nice display and a comfortable keyboard, and Apple's M1 SoC is more than powerful enough to handle general productivity tasks. The display doesn't get as bright as the M2 MacBook Airs, but it isn't a problem unless you're outside in the sun. Number 4. Lenovo Legion 5 Gen. We recommend the Lenovo Legion 5 Gen 615 for those on a tight budget. It's an affordable model with multiple GPU options, from an entry-level NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650 to a powerful NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. You can choose between an AMD Ryzen 5 5600H or Ryzen 7 5800H CPU, both of which are powerful enough to provide smooth gameplay. It has a sturdy build, a spacious keyboard with backlit keys, and a wide port selection that includes 6 USB ports and an HDMI 2.1 port. It's bulky, though, so it isn't very portable. For the display, we recommend getting the 165Hz 1080p or 1440p panel for the best visual experience. Make sure you pair the 1440p panel with an RTX 3070 to get the most out of it. Any GPU will do for 1080p gaming, although the GTX 1650 can only reach 60 FPS at low settings and might not reach reasonable frame rates in the newest AAA titles. The memory and storage are user replaceable, so you can get a cheaper configuration first and upgrade it yourself later on. That way, you can put the bulk of your budget towards the best CPU, GPU, and display configuration you can get, as they aren't replaceable. Number 5. Lenovo Chromebook C340. If you find our budget pick still too expensive and want something cheaper, there's nothing better than a Chromebook. We recommend the Lenovo Chromebook C340-15. It's a 2-in-1 convertible that feels well built, with enough battery life to get you through a typical school or work day. You can get this laptop with an Intel Core i3 or Pentium Gold CPU, both of which are getting a little long in the tooth but still powerful enough to provide a smooth experience on Chrome OS. That said, you can only get a maximum of 4 GB of memory, so you have to limit the number of applications or Chrome tabs you open at once. As with most budget laptops, the display is where Lenovo makes some compromises, as it doesn't get very bright and looks washed out. Images and text look decently sharp, and there's plenty of screen real estate for multitasking. The keyboard feels great to type on, and while the touchpad is small, it tracks all movements and gestures well. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification to get more information, or if you want to know product price, please do check my description. For any kind of problem, please comment below so I can help you further. Life is short, so enjoy every bit of your life with our cool product, as it's going to make your life much easier. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.